Alright guys, this is the video for how to do a dependent samples test in either Web Excel or in Google Sheets. You'll follow the same process for this. So if I look at my sheet, I can see that I have two columns. I have before recycling and I have after recycling. So remember, with our dependent t-test, we are looking at one group of people that they are tested 2 times. That's our kind of basic definition for a dependent samples t-test. So let's go through our steps with this particular data set. Okay, so step 1 is state your null hypothesis. I'm going to say there is no difference between before recycling and after recycling. Okay, I can see before recycling, after recycling. That's my basic things I'm doing. Step 2, set my level of risk. I'm going to set my level of risk at 0.05. Remember, this is the standard level of risk for psychology. This represents the risk of making a type 1 error. In other words, making a mistake. Step 3, select the appropriate test. Obviously, we are doing a dependent t-test because that is what this video is over. So, again, dependent t-test because I have one group and they're tested twice. Step 4, actually do the computations. In Web Excel and Google Sheets, you need to go over here to this add-ins, click it, activate the XLMiner. Sometimes it will be activated, sometimes it won't. Obviously, mine was not. Go down. We are doing a paired to sample for means. That is what we are doing with this. Remember, that is what a dependent samples t-test. Okay. Now, variable 1 range, variable 2 range. This looks very, very familiar because it looks almost exactly like the independent samples t-test that we learned last week. So variable 1 range is going to be all of this. Make sure you get that label at the top. Don't forget to highlight that label. Variable 2 range is going to be everything in that second column. Again, get that label. Make sure that's checked. Your output, I don't care where you put it. I'm just going to put it right there. So do a check. Is column 1 variable 1? Yes, got it. Is column 2 variable 2? Yes, got it. Do I have one cell selected for my output range? Yep, got it. I'm going to click OK. Maybe. Oh, there it goes. And get that closed. Make these a little bigger so I can see them. Okay. Then I'm going to go through and I'm going to highlight what I need. I need the names. I need the means. I need my degrees of freedom. Now remember, my degrees of freedom is the number of people minus 1. So that means there are 25 people in this data set. I need my t-stat, and I also need my p value. Okay, now just looking at this, the mean before was 34.4, the mean after was 34.8. That's not a big difference. I can see that reflected here in my t-stat as well because it's a negative and it's very small. And I can make my final decision here. This is step 5. Am I going to accept or reject or null? Since this p-value, if this p-value is greater than 0.05, I'm going to accept the null. Okay. This means there is no significant difference between time 1 and time 2. In other words, before and after. Okay. If this was less than 0.05, I would reject my null. Okay, now step 6. Here's where step 6 Okay, this is APA format. Remember, we have to write the statistical shorthand first. So here's my statistical shorthand. I did a t-test, so I'm going to put a T. I need my degrees of freedom. It's 24. What was my t-stat? Negative 0.23. And my P is greater than 0.05. Okay. Now, for the actual paragraph, here's what I can write. This one is a standardized format. You have to have it formatted like this. The paragraph, I'm a little more flexible on, but I do have templates in our class that you can use for guidance. So, first sentence, tell me what you did. A dependent samples test was conducted to determine the difference for recycling and after recycling. You could also say a paired samples t-test if you wanted to. Okay, second sentence, tell me what you found. No significant difference was found. And then I'm going to put my T statement in here, my shorthand. And then the last sentence, give me details. The mean before recycling was 34.4. Oh. And the mean after recycling was 34.8. Okay, so I've gone through all 6 of my steps, and now we can take this and we can turn it in because we've completed our 6 steps for our t-test.